Hi, and welcome to Mondays with Melissa. I'm Melissa Brett, co-owner of Weldon Hardware, your hometown hardware store. Today we are talking about wood deck care, how to prepare your wood deck for staining, and how to pick the right stain for your project. Like all painting or staining projects, preparation is key to a successful deck care. The first thing we always ask our customers when they come in for advice is, how old is your deck wood? Pressure-treated lumber that is under 6 months old doesn't have an exact answer, but a simple water test will be the key. Place a few drops of water on the deck. If the water beads up, you'll need to wait a few more weeks and check it again. If it absorbs into the wood quickly, the wood is dry and ready to be sealed or stained. Anything older than 6 months should first be prepared by cleaning. If it's just surface dirt, just a quick hose off will work. But if there are stains, mildew, or algae, you should pressure wash or use a deck cleaning solution. If the deck is in rough condition, you may need to sand to eliminate splinters or warped boards, and then hose off the entire deck. You can use a wood brightener to remove discolored wood from tanning bleed, nail and metal rust stains, and bring back the new wood look on weathered wood. If your deck has been previously sealed or stained, it's best to know what type of product was used before: water-based or oil-based, transparent, semi-transparent, or solid stain. If you don't know, or if your deck boards were painted, which we never recommend doing, sanding is your only viable option if you want to start with a different opacity or switch from latex to oil-based. You see, stain is absorbed into the wood, while paint only sits on the surface. Often, a solid stain looks like paint, but it shouldn't peel, just wear away after time. Now, the only time a solid stain would peel is if the wood was not completely dry before applying. What many people do is rush to the process of staining after cleaning their deck. Wood needs to be as dry as possible before sealing, otherwise you may be sealing water into the wood instead of repelling it away. So if it's raining every other day, you need to wait at least 40 hours of no rain before you stain, and make sure it won't rain again within 24 hours after applying stain. Temperature and humidity has a lot to do with stain drying time. It's best to follow the stain manufacturer's directions on when and how to apply. Okay, so you've prepped your deck, the wood is nice and dry. Now what? It's time to seal or stain. If you like the current color, you can do a clear sealer, which has water repellent with no tint. The other 4 options are as follows, and they all repel water and seal wood. Transparent, soft, neutral tones that bring out the natural grain of the wood. Semi-transparent, lightly pigmented for increased protection and has a lot more color options. Semi-solid hides some of the imperfections, but you can still get the beauty of the wood, and again, available in almost any color. Solid, it may look like paint, but it's actually stain made for decks, offering long-lasting waterproofing, scuff resistance, and covers old stains, mismatched boards, and imperfections. We recommend oil-based stain for all types of opacity, except for the solid. You can do either. But again, if you don't know what was applied to your deck previously, you should stick with an oil base. Also, if you had a semi-solid or solid stain, it's difficult to go to a more transparent stain unless you completely strip and sand the entire deck. Now, if you're not sure on how to take care of your deck, just ask us. We'll gladly help you through the process of choosing the right products for your specific deck situation. Thank you for watching this week's edition of Mondays with Melissa, and I can't wait to share more of us at Weldon Hardware with you at home.